Hello everyone and welcome back to Lotus Premier Education. My name is Amanda and I want to be your college tutor. Today we are going to talk all about the activities list. So seniors, now is the time for you to be working on your common applications, which means that now is also the time for you to be working on the activities list. And because the activities list is kind of a bullet point list within the Common App, it's often something that I see students not give enough attention to. So one thing that you want to know, the activities list is actually a huge part of your college admissions process and a huge part of the decision behind your application. So you want to make sure you're giving it the full attention that it deserves. But what exactly does that mean? Well, let's start from the beginning. If you don't know, the activities list gives you 10 spots on the Common App to talk about the activities that are most meaningful for you. There are also 5 spots on the Common App under the Honors section in Education, where you can put activities that are more accolades or things that are more award-based. So first, you want to make sure that you're dividing up things that are actually activities or extracurriculars and things that are accolades or awards, and put them in the places that they most need to be. Also, many schools will allow you to send a resume with your application. This is pretty important because you don't want to be too repetitive on your resume with your activities list. So if you've put everything that you needed to say into your activities list and into the honor section, you don't actually want to send a resume in addition. So what I like to tell students is open up the Common App and look at these things early on in your high school career. That way you can strategize which things you want to put on the activities list, which things you want to put in the honor section, and how many more things you need in your resume in order to send that along, because it's always great to have that as well if you can. Now, the activities list has those 10 spots, and you want to make sure that you put your activities in order of importance. But the trick here is that importance is different for everyone. Some students categorize importance by the amount of time they spend in an activity. Some students prioritize importance based on their leadership roles. So if they were president of some clubs, they'll put those first, even if they only did those clubs for 2 years and others for 4. I think this is a very highly personalized part of the application. So if you're working with a private college consultant, this is the opportunity to really chat with them about what your goals are and what's most important for you. If you're not working with someone who's helping you through the application process, you want to think about what you are trying to say with your activities list. If you're trying to show that you're a leader, the things that are most important should probably be the activities in which you have a leadership role. If you're going to be recruited for a sport, the thing that's most important is that sport. So just make sure that your activities list reflects the order of importance that's going to best match your application. Then, in your activities list, there's a section where you can talk about your leadership role. You do want to make sure you fill that out. If you've had multiple leadership roles, you start with the most important and then use commas to separate out until the least important. After that, each activity has a description, and this is the really important part, you guys. You have to make sure you're paying attention here. When you describe an activity, you're not actually describing the activity. Most colleges know what you say when you said you played on a club basketball team, or when you say that you were a part of student council. What they really want to know in that spot is what you did for the activity. And the big word to keep in mind here is impact. What impact did you make in that club or in that organization that is going to change the landscape of your school, or that is going to change the landscape of that club because you were a part of it? So when you're working on those descriptions, lead with action words like innovative, launched, began, founded, organized, developed, action words. And then follow those words with the things that you did to make that activity or that club different. Lastly, when you're talking about the number of hours spent per week, make sure you are honest here, but also make sure that you're not dumbing down your accomplishments and your achievements. I have a lot of students who are kind of embarrassed to say actually how much time they spend in a club or an activity. You should put that. It is your time spent, and you're really dedicated to these activities all through high school. Don't hide that. And then at the end, when they ask if you'd like to participate in a similar activity in college, This is kind of a strange question because some of you may think, oh, well, they don't have a key club at colleges. Some colleges will have very similar organizations to ones that you've already participated in high school. Or when they ask that question, what they mean is, do you want to participate in something similar? Of course, you won't be doing the same club tennis that you were doing in high school, but you'll be able to participate in some type of tennis organization in college. So if it's an activity that you authentically enjoy doing and you think there's a possibility that you'll continue it in the future, check yes when they ask if you'd like to continue it in college. I hope this video was helpful. I know the activities list comes with a lot of questions, so if more of them come to mind, please comment down below. Like, subscribe to our channel. If you do subscribe, drop us a comment so we can say thank you, and we'll look forward to seeing you back here on Lotus Premier Education. See you soon.